Kia ora, good evening. Welcome to Ray McVinnie's Kitchen. I'm Monique Bradley.
I'm Ray McVinnie and this is my kitchen.
Hi everybody, welcome to the live demo. We're really excited to have you with us. Yeah. Whether you're watching tonight on Ray McVinnie's official Facebook page, on YourFixTV, whether you're watching through Byte magazine, or if you're welcome to everybody watching on the Dilmar International page. We're honoured to have you all here with us. It's an exciting night tonight,
It is really
isn't
exciting,
it?
Yeah.
We're just so happy that you can join us in Ray's Kitchen, and we've got another great recipe for you.
We have.
What have you got?
Well, you know, it's cold in New Zealand.
It is.
We need some mental health food to get us through all this
We do.
depressing weather. You know, snow is sweeping up the country,
That's
apparently.
true. Yep.
So I thought it was time to do some baking.
Oh, I love baking. I'm obsessed with it. My mum's a cooking teacher. Grew up baking myself.
And what we're going to do is a spiced walnut and fruit loaf. I mean, it sounds kind of boring, really.
But you know the flavours, walnut and spices, and you've got lots of dried fruit here, right?
Well, this is one of the most lovely recipes that I just love this. It's a real favourite in our house.
Oh, yay.
And it goes really, you can butter it and eat it, or you can eat it with cheese. It's really good with cheese.
Are you for real?
Yep. But like little sharp cheese, like an aged Gouda or cheddar. It's really good.
Oh,
anyway,
I love it.
What I've done here is I've got 150 grams each of dates, dried apricots and dried figs, and I sliced them all up. I'm not going to make you watch that because it's too boring. And I threw them into one of those stainless steel bowls and covered them with boiling water hot water for half an hour. Just softens it all up.
Soften it up, right.
Drained it off, tipped it onto this clean cloth, and now they're ready to use.
Now, we are actually live right now, so if you're watching wherever you are in the world, please let me know where you're from, where you're watching from.
Yeah.
And this is live, so you can actually send in your questions or say hi or share what you're baking in your kitchen at home. So already we've had Debbie Curtis message in and say, hello Ray and Monique and Pete, who's behind the camera tonight.
Yep.
Looking forward to tonight's show. Lovely to have you with us. Abby Leaf, great to have you with us as well.
All the regulars are here.
All the regulars.
Yeah, good.
Now, over on the Byte magazine page, we've had Fiona Malcolm who said, what are you making? It's a favourite in your house, right?
It is a favourite in my household. It's a fruit and nut loaf, but it's one of the best fruit and nut loaves I've ever tasted. It's walnut, spices, and these three fruits, which I've chopped up, soaked in hot water, stuck them on a clean cloth, and I'm going to tip them now into this. I do know what I'm doing. Tip them into this bowl.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep, all right.
Now, Leanne Coombs said, hi, Team Ray McVinnie. Hello back to you, Leanne. Great to have you with us.
Nice to see you.
And Wendy Lynch has just said, hi. Great to have you guys here with us. This is awesome.
Okay, and why did I soak this in hot water? It just softens it up a wee bit. I've got 3 tablespoons of flour, and I just want to coat this in flour so that it kind of just makes a little bit of, almost like glue around the edge.
Ooh,
and makes
nice.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good, but it is, believe me. And means that it's going to stay suspended in the mixture.
Oh, because often when you're making something with fruit, and I've done this myself, I've ended up with a fruit layer stuck to the bottom.
Exactly.
And it just doesn't mix through properly. So that's the secret.
So that's a good little trick to, just give a little bit of flour. You know, don't put too much in because you change the amount of flour that, you know, the recipe's supposed to have. So that's all set to use. That can sit over there.
So Fiona Malcolm said, well, sounds delicious. I'm watching from Rotorua.
Rotorua, God, must be cold down there.
Cold.
Yeah, it must be cold. All right.
That's awesome.
Pressing on.
What have you got for us, Ray?
All right, in here, I've got 175 grams of sugar.
Right.
You want to say anything to me about sugar?
No, I'm not going to get on the bandwagon about sugar because I'm a firm believer, everything in moderation.
Yeah, sugar won't hurt you. Just don't eat too much of it. Look, things like baking and cakes and things like that, they were invented to be occasional treats.
Right.
Not something you cram down your throat, you know, every day of the week.
Gotcha.
You know, you eat too much of this stuff, you get fat.
That's the long of the short of it, right?
Yep. Anyway, I've got 175 grams of caster sugar in here.
Love it.
And 2 tablespoons of butter, not very much. And I've already started, you know, beating it around here, and I'll show you what it looks like.
Because with this loaf, how many servings are in this loaf?
Oh, look, you'll feed 8 with this.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
okay, so that's not a heap of sugar.
Okay, so there's not quite enough butter to make it all creamy. Yeah. But it goes nice and pale like that.
It looks kind of like snow.
It does look.
But a little bit yellowier. Oh.
Don't go there.
No, don't go there.
Don't go there. Yeah. Don't eat the yellow snow.
That's true.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So the thing I need to add next is an egg, which is going in there, and I'm going to beat that.
Now, over on your page, actually, Ray,
Yeah?
Vicky Holder said, "Owned by the fire, such warm fuzzies."
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, this is a great weekend. I think this is a great weekend recipe. I'd make this, have a good cup of tea, and have a loaf like this by the fire.
And a whiskey. And a single malt whiskey. Goes really nicely with the spices and
I love it.
You know, the nuts and everything. Hey, look, I'm just going to beat the hell out of this. And then we can stop with the mixer. This is the last
Love it.
electronic mixing thing going on here.
So I have a question for you. Where did this recipe come from, or where was the inspiration?
This recipe is actually based on a recipe by a man called Arto de Haturian, who is a fantastic Middle Eastern writer. It's really interesting how something like a fruit and nut loaf, which you think is really English, well, they have them everywhere, and it's like a fruit and nut bread. It's really lovely. So, and I saw this recipe and thought, this is really, really good. I never mind acknowledging where I get my ideas for recipe from. And I don't think anyone ever invented a recipe. There's no such thing. You can't. It's just moving the furniture, So Arto de Haturian, he wrote this fantastic book in the 70s or the 80s, I think it's called Desserts in the Middle East, or Cakes and Desserts in the Middle East, and it's based on one of his recipes, but I've fiddled with it and changed it.
So I'm thinking Middle Eastern, we're thinking a few spices like cardamom and things like that?
Yep.
Right? Yep. Am I on the right wavelength?
You are, but
I'm just learning all this, like,
other little things going on here. Look, you put that egg in here, and this is one of the really beautiful eggs from my daughter's boyfriend's father, who has his own chocks hens, and they are just the best eggs, and we're so lucky to be able to get them. Throw this in the sink. So it's very yellow. It's really lovely. Look, and you get this lovely sort of. So that's that same butter and.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Now I'm going to put orange juice in it, and it's going to go all curdled, and you're going to think, "Oh my God, it's ruined." It's not. Don't worry about it.
Really? What do you mean?
Yeah. Well. This is fresh orange juice. I squeezed it myself.
Yes, perfect.
120 mils of that. That's going in there.
Orange. So this is going to be a really fruity loaf with all those
It's so
flavours.
fragrant. It's just beautiful, this thing. So you stir it all up.
Oh, it does look like it's kind of
see what's
curdling.
happening? It's curdling. You think, oh my God, don't worry about it.
I'm just going to check with Pete, who's behind the camera. Pete, can you see
Can you see that?
Okay, so let's hold on to that just a little bit longer.
Wait on, hang on. I just want to stir it up a bit. But it looks like it's sort of curdled.
Got it?
And it kind of has, but it doesn't matter. The minute you put the flour in, it's going to completely stabilise it.
Awesome.
And we'll be back to business.
Awesome.
And the other thing I want to put in here is some of this stuff.
Okay.
This is beautiful.
What is that?
This is orange blossom water.
Can I show the people watching?
This is
orange blossom water. Yeah. Where do you buy a product like this?
We buy this from our local woman who has a little bulk place. It's actually a fantastic shop.
Okay.
She sells it down the road. So yeah.
Orange blossom water. So from the orange blossoms.
This what it is and this comes from the Lebanon, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And what it is it's a distillation of orange blossoms, the flowers of Seville orange trees.
Wow.
And when you go to Seville, I've been there in the when all the orange blossom is flowering.
Wow.
And in Seville, which is down in the south of Spain, they have them all over the street. So you're walking along and you're brushing against these trees, and the whole place.
Does it make your arms smell?
No, but the whole place smells like this.
Wow.
It's so beautiful.
It's not orangey at all. It's almost like frangipani or something like that.
Fragrant. It's really beautiful.
Floral.
Yeah.
I would wear that as a perfume, just saying.
Put it in the bath.
Oh, fab.
You don't have to use this if you don't want to, but it's optional. But I really like it. Yeah. It's nice in this. You've already got orange water, so I want 2 tablespoons of that, and I'm measuring it because you don't actually want to put too much, but you do want to have enough to get that lovely fragrance. So measure it. All right. So
now, remember, if you are watching this live, thank you for joining us. Whether you're watching on Byte Magazine's page, Ray's page, YourFixTV, or the Dilmar International page, thanks for joining us. Now, because we're live, you can actually message in and ask questions. Totally interactive.
It is.
So tell us what you're cooking in your kitchen right now too.
I've got 150 grams of freshly shelled walnuts that my partner Jenny did this for me.
That's just nice.
It was just so lovely. I was in a big rush today.
Okay.
So she helped me out. So 150 grams of walnut pieces.
So, and you've got halves in there and everything.
Doesn't matter what they are.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're all been, someone stood there with the
Mortar and pestle?
No, with the pestle.
Yeah.
It's cracking them with
Smashing
that.
them.
So it doesn't matter, yeah. I mean, you're going to slice this thing up anyway. So give that a bit of a stir up, all right?
Beautiful.
I've got a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. That's going in there.
Just while we're doing this, I know that there are people who have a thing such as a walnut allergy.
Oh,
it's not very common.
Is it walnut?
Yeah, it is walnut.
What about...
What could you replace the walnuts with?
Almonds?
Ooh, yum.
Yep.
Yeah, delicious.
Almonds will work. Not peanuts.
Not peanuts, no.
Anyway, you might have an allergy. And the other thing I want is cardamoms. I love cardamom. They're most beautiful things. See this? If I can get the lid off.
Cardamom. I haven't used cardamom a lot in my baking. Oh, wow.
Spicy, fragrant, slightly mentholy.
Wow. Can I smell that again? Oh, wow.
So have a little look. This is what they are. They come in little pods like this. All right.
And are you okay to use them just like that?
Pete, can you see those?
We'll zoom in and have a look.
On my hand there.
We're good.
Yep. All right, now, if you open one of these things up, it's full of little seeds.
Oh, really?
See these tiny little...
Oh, my goodness.
Look like mouse poo or something.
Can you guys, I hope you guys can see that there. Perfect.
All right.
They're tiny.
And you don't want to eat that. It's got no flavour. And when you buy ground cardamom, the cheap ground cardamom, I'm sure they throw the
everything in.
Yeah, and it's quite pale and it never has any flavour.
Right.
Horrible.
We don't want that.
So what you're better to do is, get yourself some seeds. Okay, and I want half a teaspoon. And grind them yourself.
Oh, okay.
And it's good when they're a little bit chunky.
When they're like that, how long can they last?
When they're like...
in those pods.
They'll last for ages, yeah.
That's really great.
But, I mean, don't buy big amounts of spices. It's always good to buy spices from somewhere with a big turnover. So I always go to an Indian shop, somewhere like that.
Right, yeah.
And buy small amounts often.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to grind these up a bit. I don't care if there's a few big bits. It's nice when you're eating this.
And you get that pop.
Little cardamom bomb every now and again.
Actually, as I'm smelling that, I'm a fan of Indian desserts.
Yeah,
and
the rice pudding.
Oh, so
beautiful,
good.
Yeah.
And as I'm smelling this, it just reminds me of that.
Flavor, taste, smell memories.
Yeah.
The most potent sort of memories you can have.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Put that over there so I don't drop it on my foot.
Okay, perfect.
Right. Nice granite mortar. Wouldn't be without it.
Excellent. So that's one of your must-haves in the kitchen?
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, so in goes the cardamom. Get rid of that. Give it a bit of a stir up. And now that fruit, which I tossed in the flour, that's going to go in there as well. So in that goes.
I'm just having a look at the newsfeed. And remember, we are live, so if you've got questions, send them on in. We love hearing from you.
All right. So, and just sort of stir things in as you go. Don't want to waste that cardamom that's stuck to that.
Right. Now I've got a bit of a question about this recipe.
Yep.
How far in advance, if you're having friends over for the weekend, are you best to make it fresh on the day?
No.
Or make it in advance?
It's a keeper.
Oh, I like that.
You can make this 3 or 4 days before, put it into an airtight tin, and it'll keep really beautifully.
Oh, we like that a lot.
It's a goodie, this one.
Great stuff.
Yeah, it's real old school. I mean, I've made it into real old school baking. So, yeah, because I fiddled with R2's original.
Of course.
Yeah,
so is this the sort of thing? My grandmother was a baker as well. Is this the sort of thing she would have?
Yeah, they would have made it. They would have made it using this method, and I have to say that it would have been, those hideous nut and date loaf things. Or,
yeah. You're not a fan so much?
Not my favourite. I like things like this.
Okay.
Yeah. You know me, I hate things like scones.
Yes, you do. Whereas I love them because I love high tea, I have to say. And all that pomp and ceremony and, all of it.
All right.
Great. So that's all mixed through.
And this is real, I love this. It's a real grown-up taste. The kids love this as well. It has a teaspoon of salt in it as well.
I'm sorry?
Yep, look at that. Teaspoon of salt.
Teaspoon of salt.
Yep.
Why? Can you explain why?
Because salt makes everything taste good. It's a perfect foil for all this fragrant, rich, spicy, sweet.
Okay, so you want the contrast.
It's the same idea as salted caramel.
Oh yeah, I get salted caramel.
Or a glass of Prosecco and a piece of Parmesan.
Gotcha.
Salty, sweet going on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Love
it.
Makes them both jump.
Oh yeah, we like that.
All right, bit of and you look at this and you think, look at this weird looking stuff. Then you've got
but it all comes together.
Yeah, 225 grams of flour, and that goes. And you notice I've changed to a metal spoon because I want to be able to stir it up. 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a big pinch of baking soda.
Baking soda in that. Yes. So you haven't mixed the baking soda in with the liquid, you're just throwing them all in together.
Just throw it all. I know, you just throw it all in together.
Wow, this is my kind of recipe. Easy, low
Totally
maintenance.
my kind of recipe. Yeah, I want it to be minimal procedure, maximum flavour.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so make sure you mix it up really well. It's quite a thick little mix, this one. So
like that.
And you want to make sure there's no sort of little pockets of flour. And if you can just pass that tin over a bit closer. Sure. And you, Monique, can you just hold that up and show people? All I've done is like buttered the bottom and stuck a bit of baking paper.
Baking paper.
Yep.
Love baking paper.
Baking paper. I've only discovered that in the last few years, really. I always thought it was unnecessary.
Oh no, it's great.
Love that. Excellent stuff.
Makes everything so much easier.
Yeah.
Now, hello, Jonathan Penrose, who's watching from Christchurch. Good to have you with us.
Jonathan.
And Janet Molnar said hi from Ohakune.
Ohakune. It must be cold now.
Oh, I bet it's freezing there.
Nice to have you on board.
Yeah, and it's great to see so many people watching from around the world for tonight's show. Great to have you with us.
Yeah, right. And now it's ready to go in the tin.
Oh, yeah, that's gone quite caramel looking.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could smell this because the fragrance that came out, I can smell the orange blossom water.
Yeah, but you also got cardamom and the cinnamon is really lovely. It doesn't have a lot of spices in it, but they're really lovely, sweet and very fragrant spices. I really like them. I've got the oven on at 160, which isn't very hot. Takes about an hour to cook. So I thought we'd all just stand here for an hour and wait. What do you think? No.
Ain't nobody got time for that, let's be honest.
Unless we do slow TV.
That's true. Yeah. Something we're looking at.
A
few hours in the kitchen and make a meal.
We should ask them.
Yeah. I mean, is that something you guys would love to see?
Have you heard of slow TV? They do it in Scandinavia quite a lot. I think half of Norway watched, literally 3 million people were glued to a boat going down a river.
Yes.
And the view that you could see as it went down the river, there wasn't any talking. I don't think there was any characters in it.
No.
People turned up and with signs and
they also did one where they filmed the view from an 8-day train ride. And people all over Norway watched that one as well. It's called Slow TV. And I think... It could
be a Scandinavian thing. I don't know. Do you have to get really drunk or something?
Not sure.
I don't know. But
I'm wondering if we should do it. I kind of like
the idea, but we thought we'd do one where...
I think we should make some bread and we should cook a 3-course meal.
3-course meal, and sometimes we might not even talk, but we'll just be working away.
So let us know if that's something you want to be part of, because I don't think anybody's done a slow broadcast with food.
I don't think so.
Could it be a world first?
Slow TV with food.
Ooh, we like it.
It sounds kind of boring, but I think it's kind of hypnotic.
I think it's kind of
and fascinating. Yeah. Goes in the oven for about 50 minutes, okay?
50 minutes.
In it goes.
Excellent. I'm just having a look here. Great to see you guys on each of the pages. Jacinta Sawyer said, will you have a recipe for us to look at? Thank you for asking.
Jacinta out there is always a recipe.
Absolutely. If you head to raymcvinnie.com, that's Ray's website, the recipe is already loaded there for you on the front page. And after the show, once everything's baked and completed, we'll be photographing the food that we actually make here in the kitchen, and that will go onto the recipe on the site. But the recipe is there already for you. Thanks for asking. And Fiona Malcolm said, wow, doesn't take much time to make if only we had smell-o-vision. I agree. I totally agree.
You're right, Fiona. I did make it look kind of easy because I got prepped up beforehand.
Yes.
I mean, you got to soak the fruit for half an hour and, you got to chop it all up and soak it and all that sort of thing.
So it's a bit of prep.
Just remember, it's not like you're going to have to get home from work and suddenly try and whip it up for those 6 people that are arriving or whatever.
That's true. It's a keeper.
You make it a few days ahead. It's a keeper.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Hello, Felicity Anderson, who's watching as well. Hi, Felicity.
I know her.
Good to have you with us. And also, Abby Leaf has just asked a great question. Now, remember, because this is live, you don't just have to ask about tonight's recipe. You can ask about other culinary questions.
Anything you like.
Any challenges you're having in the kitchen. You can ask us what we're going to have for dinner, whatever you want to know. And Abby Leaf has just asked, what's the best recipe you have for sticky date pudding?
I do have one, but I'll have to get it,
Yeah, we'll have to get it and share
Sticky date pudding is pretty good, isn't it? Caramel, date, and a bit of pudding.
Love it.
Yeah. The other thing I really like is like a caramel date bread and butter pudding. That's quite good too.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And then you don't have to make the pudding.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I have to admit, my all-time favourite pudding is the traditional steam pudding that my aunties used to make.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd go to the marae and our family would have this big...
Was that the jam one?
No.
We used to have the one
with the fruit.
Oh, no, we had the one with the golden syrup on it, or the jam on the bottom. Love that.
The golden syrup one.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? We have so many food memories.
Incredible.
And that for me is probably one of mine. So, okay.
I did actually make one already.
Oh, isn't that convenient?
So look, that's what it comes out like. So you're going to feed 8 off that easily.
That is...
Looks kind of plain.
It does look a bit plain. It doesn't rise as much as I thought. I thought it might rise.
Quite a heavy,
because it's a loaf, isn't it?
It's a loaf,
quite heavy.
yeah. And it is a very unassuming little, and you don't want icing on it or anything.
So it kind of under-promises and over-delivers?
Under-promises, over-delivers. It's the best sort of food as far as I'm concerned.
You're not going to sprinkle icing sugar on it?
No, not really. Not that sort of...
It's so fruity, it will be quite
Well,
sweet.
let's cut this baby open and, have a look.
Now, Leanne Coombs has just said, which part of the country is your kitchen?
This?
Yeah.
We're in Mount Eden in Auckland.
Yep, in Ray's house.
This is where we live. Well, I live with my family, yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Look, see that?
Oh, wow, that's pretty dense,
It is pretty nice, this one. But it's quite sweet, and it has this almost like meringue chewiness to it, which I really, really like. Yeah, so let's just style that around that way.
Make it look pretty for the camera.
So you can see it. And of course, the thing I want with this is a cup of tea.
Oh, I love a good cup of tea with baking.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Hello,
now,
I happen to have one right here.
Oh, perfect. He's one you prepared earlier.
Yeah.
John Foster, lovely to have you on the feed tonight on the Bite New Zealand page. John Foster just said, outstanding. Leanne Coombs, well done. She said, yummy.
Thank you.
Vicky Holder said, would you have butter with this?
I wouldn't have butter with this because I just love it as it is. But yes, it's the sort of thing you can have butter. And also, what is really, really good with this is a sharp cheese, like an old cheddar. Or an aged Gouda, or Gouda, as they say in the Netherlands.
Oh, is that how they say it?
Gouda, yeah.
This is actually brewed beautifully.
Good.
This is how I like it. Would you like some milk?
I would think. So this is the perfect thing with a cup of tea. And really, the sort of tea I like is Ceylon tea. And it is the 150th
Excuse me, chef.
Anniversary of... What do you need?
Just a teaspoon.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's the 150th anniversary of Ceylon tea.
So 100
yeah, Ceylon tea to me in New Zealand is Dilmah, and that's what this is. So we're having a cup of Dilmah tea with this beautiful loaf, which I really like. So
there you go, chef.
Excellent.
Cup of tea for
Will you be having a taste of this?
Oh, yes, I will. Because of course it's great that we make it all look fantastic and easy on camera, but how does it taste?
God.
Now, I am not a master chef like Ray. I'm your average domestic baker at home who has a Pinterest board of lovely things. But how does it really taste? Because I am a bit of a, I'll tell you what.
She's a connoisseur.
I am.
And one of these days she's going to eat something I make and go, this is terrible, What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll have what she's having. Yeah.
Oh, it's so fruity, but just delightful.
It's unbelievably not too sweet. It's a really grown-up sort of flavour, don't you think?
This is fantastic.
I love this thing. Yeah.
I love that you get this pop of walnuts and that.
Let's have a taste.
It's almost, the outside of it is quite caramelised as well.
It's crunchy and
like
meringue almost, yeah.
Oh. Yes, I would eat this, and yes, I would make this. What about you guys? Let us know in the newsfeed. Is this something you would make in your kitchen? You can either type yes, or you can send us a heart or a thumbs up or a smiley face.
Try it with the tea. You've got to,
okay.
Perfect with a cup of Dilmah. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Single origin Ceylon tea.
Doesn't get much better than
Perfect
that.
thing, yeah.
This is...
Isn't that just the best thing?
This is actually my dream.
Perfect combo.
Oh, yeah, it's great. You don't need sugar in your tea. You've got enough sweetness here. It's the contrast of the tea. Beautiful.
Yeah,
that's excellent. A winner. That's a winner right there, right?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Atu, the Haturian, and thank you, Dilmah.
So, Cherry Roller Hepburn, I hope I said that right, said looked like fruitcake.
It is a bit more like a fruitcake than, isn't it? Even though it's only got 1 egg and hardly any butter.
It is very similar. It's very, very tasty. Is that something you would make? I hope so. Let me know in the newsfeed. Vicky Holder said, I'm salivating.
Oh, good, Vicky. That's what we like. That's what we want.
Excellent.
You know, our work here is done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fiona Malcolm said, thank you for sharing. And Pip Van der Putten, I hope I said that right. What was the name of the recipe? I missed the start.
Oh, no, you'll find this recipe on my website, Ray McVinnie NZ, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
RayMcVinnie.com.
That's the one, RayMcVinnie.com. I knew I'd get it right sooner or later. And it is called a spiced walnut and fruit loaf.
Yes, very, very nice.
Yeah. Make it, everyone. It's really, really good.
It is great. Now, Lachelle Thompson said, cuppa and a slice. Yes, please.
Can't beat it.
There is something so heartwarming about a cuppa and a slice.
Look,
you
know, this is to be shared.
Yes.
And this is what tea and,
and
things
good
like
food
and good food do. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Abby Leaf over on YourFixTV just said, Monique, you poured that so nicely. Thank you. I drink 10 cups of tea a day. I'm putting it out there.
She does.
I love tea.
So do I.
And she said, I've got another question for you, Ray. Do you think ice cream makers are a good thing to have in the kitchen, or do you think it's better putting it in a freezer in a bag?
No, an ice cream maker, depending on the one you buy, I mean, that's a real professional way of making ice cream. That churning of the thing as it freezes is really going to give you a much better
quality
experience, texture.
Beautiful.
And it's really interesting too. They're expensive though, good ones, but they're worth it.
Definitely.
Yeah. In a bag, it's sort of a little quick trick. It works,
Excellent.
but it's never going to be as good.
Now, Felicity Anderson said, yes, especially with a cup of tea, this recipe. Absolutely with a cup of tea.
Absolutely with a cup of tea. And
hope you're going to make one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, Janet Molnar said, looks divine. Thank you. Tastes divine as well. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Let us know on the page you're on.
Yeah, if you make it.
If you make it.
Yeah.
Share the pictures.
I'd really be interested.
Noeline Gillum just said, good with port. Absolutely.
Absolutely good with port and a cup of tea.
Oh, I like your style, Noeline.
Yeah.
Nadine Brown said, cheese. Would never have thought of that as a match. We'll have to try
cheese
it.
Works.
Do you have any cheese?
You want me to?
Can I try? I want to try it.
I'll get the block of tasty out.
Oh,
shall
yes.
Right.
So I'll try it with cheese, and I'll let you guys know. These are great questions. Thank you, everyone. This is awesome.
It'll work. See, look, just block of cheese.
Good old bit of tasty. Love tasty cheese.
There you go.
I know. I would have thought that was weird. I'm going to have it with.
We always have this. I was brought up with it. Love it.
Okay, I've touched all the cheese. Here we go. Okay, so cheese with this.
It works.
Oh yeah.
Same idea as cheese and jam.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll have what she's having. Yeah.
That is really good.
It's good, isn't it? And I learnt that from my grandfather, who always used to, when I was little, used to feed me gingerbread and cheese together, which is really English. It's a very English thing. Yeah.
So you've got the sharpness of that cheese,
slightly sour,
and then that beautiful cake underneath.
Yeah, and you've also got the creaminess of the cheese, the richness of the cheese as well.
That is a whole different experience. Try it. You have to try it. Make it and try it. So there you go.
It's a really nice, dessert after if you've got having people over. Is loaf of this and a nice piece of cheese.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. It's different from a really sweet
Cover a bit
dessert.
more of that.
Oh, sure you can.
It's delicious.
It is. There you go. Hey, so that's the end of tonight's show.
Yeah, we're just going to stand here, drink all that pot of Dilmar. And eat all of that. Shall we do that?
I think that's a great idea. That's dinner tonight. And remember, we are live every Tuesday night, live in Ray's Kitchen, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. New Zealand time. We would love you to join us because we have the best time here talking about how much we love food, making great food, and chatting with you. Yeah. That's the best Tuesday ever.
I had a really good time tonight.
Same. I just want to say thanks to Pete, who does all the technical. He's behind the camera. He's our producer.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Pete, for making this happen. Thank you to the wonderful people at Dilmar. We love you guys, and thanks for inviting us to do this tonight with you guys. Yep. To Bite Magazine.
Bite Magazine. And
we love you too.
Lots more of my recipes on Bite.
Yep.
Bite.co.nz.
Yes, thanks to everybody watching on YourFixTV and to all the people who follow you on your Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. We can't do this without an audience, so thanks for being with us tonight.
Well, we can actually.
We can. We just talk to ourselves.
Because we're self-obsessed, but but we had a great time. Thank you.
It was awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. And for that recipe, head to raymcvinnie.com. Time to go. We've got some eating to do. See you again next time. Ka kite anō, e nohora.
See ya.
Well, Ray, that was lovely.
All right. Yeah,
that was